Support Coordinator here at Hulsing Elementary, and this is our parent meeting for Title I. First off, I'm going to go over what we all want and what our goals are. We all want the best for our children, success for all children, for our children to be happy, for our children to be great educated citizens, the best opportunities for our children, and the best and brightest future for our children. So over in this presentation, I will go over what is Title I, how we allocate funds, engagement, and then finally I'll finish up with contact information to reach out to myself or Mrs. Chambers if you have more questions. So what is Title I? Title I is a federal program. It was originally enacted in 1965, and the purpose of this is to ensure that all children have a fair, equal, and significant opportunity to obtain a highly quality education and reach at a minimum proficiency at challenging state academic achievement standards and state academic assessments. How does a school qualify for Title I? So the district will look at its census data and look at the community poverty rates in its areas. So for Plymouth Canton, we are looking at the city of Plymouth along with Plymouth Township, and then finally also the city of Canton. Then at a specific level, they'll focus more at the schools and look at each school's free and reduced lunch rate. If a school has up to about 40% free and reduced lunch rate, then we look at what's called target assistance. And then if it's over 40%, a school will be considered school-wide assistance, meaning that a school will be fully funded Title I. Title I funds. So qualifying schools are ranked in order of percentage of title of free and reduced lunch at that building, and also based on their needs. Funds are then dispersed according to each school's free and reduced lunch statistics. Each school then determines areas of need and where the funds will be spent, and that is done at the administrative level along with our district coordinators for Title I. Schools then decide what areas should be targeted to help support student success and achievement. Allocation, how it is used. Under this section, we'll look at student eligibility, Title I supports, staffing and supports, school improvement. So first off, if a building is targeted assistance, or we're looking at a group of students that fall under the guidelines for Title I, a school will look at NWEA assessments and student scores who score below the 25th percentile in and or reading and math. We also will look at students at risk of academic failure due to social, emotional, behavioral needs that impede academic progress. We will then also review eligibility about 3 times a year, and that is not to try to eliminate students at all. This is actually to make sure that all students' needs are being met, make sure that no one is being left behind, or if a student's status changes and they do need more assistance, we're making sure that that student is getting the assistance that they need and deserve. Title I supports. Each school determines areas of need based upon the comprehensive needs assessment. Now, those supports can come in the areas of intervention assistance in reading, writing, and math. For here at Hulsing, we have reading and writing interventionists along with a math interventionist. Students can also receive counseling support. We can also purchase Title I materials to help support students' needs and actually give them further resources for academic use. We can also provide family support and informational meetings. We also, with this, make sure that support is fluid. Make sure that what that means that the support is constant. We make sure that there's never any gaps in the support that is being given to students. Now, support can change based on need. Sometimes we have an instance where we get more students that need more need, and so sometimes other areas might have to be pulled, or a student might receive more assistance as their need becomes higher. When it comes to staffing, when you are a Title I building such as we are, all teachers must be highly certified teachers under the Michigan guidelines. We also provide interventions for math and reading, and then we can also provide additional support, adult support in the classroom by paraprofessionals, social work, counseling, and other portions as well. School improvement. Title I is a focus and is an integrated part of our school improvement plan. Through our school improvement plan and Title I funds, we make sure that we have the appropriate staffing, the appropriate amount of resources, and we're providing the appropriate amount of professional development to our staff to implement the resources that we have and to reach our students. When it comes to parent engagement, we want to make sure that we are providing ample opportunity for our parents to have access to the materials and resources they need as well. But we also want to make sure that we are creating and building those relationships with our parents and communities. As a school, we have what's called a parent-teacher compact, and that goes home yearly, and we ask that you guys sign and return that back. We also, through engagement, want to make sure that we're providing the adequate help at home, either by sending materials home, giving links to tutors that are outside our school, or providing outside resources that families may need. We also provide connections through our community partners with extracurricular family opportunities. We can also provide adequate direction with funding if families need that as well. As a Title I building, we have to make sure that we are always communicating with the parents and the families at home. This is important to can keep those open lines of communication so that the teacher knows how to adequately support the student in the classroom. And then we can also support you at home as well, give you the means to make sure that education is fluid. We also will provide opportunities for families to attend meetings and school events as well as our students. At the end of the year or throughout the course of the year, we'll provide program feedback, including surveys that may come out from our principal or from the district level. This year, we will be opening up our school to more parent volunteers as we have events and other things arise. Now, these can come in the form of PTO and school-wide events or even day-to-day events when it comes to the classrooms. On our last page here, I have our contact information. You can see our phone number, 734-416-6150. That is our main office phone number here. You can also reach out to Mrs. Chambers at her email address or myself at my email address below. Our school is open Monday through Friday. 8:30 to 4:15 are our office hours. Please be in mind that we will be closed anytime there's no school in session for students. So for a holiday or an event, our office will most likely be closed. But if school is in session, our normal hours will be Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:15. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to us. Thank you.